social construct. You give me money, I give you things. You know what we don't need in this
Progress halted. Manual override required. Progress resumed. Friendly control point nearby.
Never knew, but the original cleaners, the first people to put on the uniform and get to work, first responders, government employees, the bottom of the social ladder, making it possible for all the rich assholes in their ivory towers, like everyone's favorite rogue agent Aaron Keener, to live their traditional high-rise lives in comfort and safety. The people who got to work and were willing to get their hands dirty to make sure we were all safe were the same people who were always willing to get their hands dirty to get the job done. Our values. Who don't want to work and wanted everything handed to them, they were the first to die. The selfish have no place in this world. People like Aaron Keener, they enslave people to create their comfort. The cleaners, we're here to eradicate that disease from society.
Yeah!
I know we may have gone too far, that the ends didn't always justify the means, but the cleaners have always been here to protect you. We've always tried to make the hard choices and sacrifice the few to save the many. It may sound cold and callous, but that's what real leaders do. They make the hard choices and live with the consequences.
Halted. Manual override required.
Welcome to Brooklyn. If you're here, you've chosen to be here. Honestly, there's no reason to be stuck in Brooklyn. You can go back to the chaos of New York or the suburbs of Jersey. The people who...
Mm. I'm stupid. None. Yeah.
Civilians in danger. Incoming hostiles detected.
My YouTube is tripping. Why is it playing this? There we go. That we can listen to. Third Eye Blind. There we go.
Come here. I'll get you.
I want to turn it up though. Not loud enough.
Nothing from here.
Like a drug for you.
Hostage health is critical.
I want something new. Get me through this. My singing is horrible. I'm sorry. I shouldn't sing while I'm streaming. I gotta remember I'm streaming.
Civilians in distress.
Can't wait to get back to the settlement.
That said hostage, didn't it? Does it have this? Oh, hostage rescue, I think. That one didn't say it, probably. Okay. So it literally has to say hostage rescue on it. See, that's way too specific. That shit is annoying. Like, no. Public executions wouldn't count either. I'm just gonna re-roll that one. I'm not dealing with that shit. Yeah.
Agent, we need you back in New York. Cleaners in Brooklyn. We need reinforcements.
Safe area entered.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here. Agent, we got a distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
That's fine. What the fuck, YouTube? Like y'all play two songs that I like, and then you start playing some shit I don't want to hear. Like I don't mind Snow Patrol, but I I'm not in the mood for that right now. What the? Like you just play Linkin Park in the end, it doesn't even matter. How you go from that to playing Snow Patrol? Like I, my YouTube baffles me sometimes with how my algorithm works. I swear, it makes no sense. Ooh, I like this song. Rest, Note to Self. That's a good song.
Agent, we need you back in New York. Cleaners in Brooklyn. We need reinforcements.
Agent, we got a distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn. Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Entering safe area. Agent requesting backup.
Yo, hold on. I can't hear you. I gotta turn this down. 1 second. Yo, what up? I can hear you now. I heard something about town. I'm assuming you're about to leave. Usually when he says town, that means he's leaving. Hey, Lunza, you like shooting games? Like you? No, I thought you did. Okay, never mind then. I gotta do the zoo, Manning Zoo. Yeah, and I can do it on anything. Doesn't matter what I do it on. I'm just trying to fly through it. I just want my season XP. I might need another break from this game again before I finish my season off.
The priority is to neutralize
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go.
Level 70 now,
Said it was safer
though,
for us if
at the
she's
end
not
of the
here.
Season, so 30 more levels and I am done. I will have all my rewards.
Intercepting enemy communications.
We're under attack! It's the division! Everyone! This is it! You know what you need to do.
It's this son of a bitch! Shit! Let's take them out! Justice is served!
The main control room for the monorail system is further into the park. Looks like the quickest route is through the deep sea exhibit.
Intercepting enemy communications.
Rainer, where are you?
We just got to the aquarium. Fucking finally. Okay, they're probably coming right to you.
We'll give them a nice, warm welcome.
Shouts for support.
location.
A repeater. The outcast must be using it to boost the range of their comms. Taking that equipment offline will make it harder for them to coordinate against you.
This is Hosteller. We need backup. Anybody in range of the Savannah exhibit? Head there now. Everybody else, fall back to the aviary and make sure no one gets through.
Take 2 minutes here.
You should be able to fry that repeater by overloading the power supply.
30 more levels to go, and I am done.
Take you apart.
Radio repeater disabled.
That'll cut the range of their comms significantly. Keep going. You should be coming up on a monorail station soon. The control room will be overlooking it.
Ooh, I know what song I want to listen to now. So, I want to listen to Audio Push, No Bad Days.
Nearby echo detected.
Let me relay my joint. that's nice of him.
We're in
You
position.
know, shit.
Anybody seen
There's
anything?
nothing wrong with a friend worrying about a friend, nigga. Like,
Hey,
that's what's
say
wrong
again.
with men.
I didn't get any of that.
There's a comedian I follow. He did a whole bit on this about like how there's a TikTok trend of men calling their male friends and saying goodnight to them, and like men not knowing how to react, like them like wigging out because it's just weird to them. Like they don't.
Looks like you're
It's
right
funny
by that
as hell
monorail
though.
station.
I don't give a fuck. It's funny.
The control room
The
is
bit
just
he
on the
did
other
on
side
it
of
is
the
what made
aviary.
it funny because he's a comedian. He made that shit funny. Like I told you, I love comedy, and this dude's name is Josh Johnson. I've been following his YouTube shit ever since I like saw him. I think I saw him with a fro a long time ago, and then like I've been seeing like his content pop up, and like man, he is funny. Dude is fucking funny. And the bit he did on that whole like how it's weird for a man now. It was like people be like men need relationships. It's like no, men just need friends. Men don't have friends. That's what's wrong with men right now. They don't know how to socialize anymore. They don't have fucking friends. And I was like, he has a point. You funny. Well, see, I made friends through simple things growing up as a kid, which was like because video games weren't online, you had to go over other people's houses. That's one. Two, to like play tag and shit, you had to go outside, and we played a lot of hide and seek and tag in my generation. We were at the park a lot. Riding bikes was a huge thing going to other towns because we wanted to go to different card shops because we were into card games like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and shit. So like us socializing was just like normal. Even the most antisocial kid from my childhood still socialized because he had nerdum. Like nerdum was a social activity. Like you traded cards, you talked to people, you talked about different decks, different video. Oh, this fighting game's coming out. What character you're gonna use? Oh, I'm gonna use this character in the new Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. Like, I don't know. All the shit that I grew up with was pretty much social. You had to be in friend groups and know people and attend things, go to the arcade and shit. Like, But that's because I grew up in the '90s, and that was before like computers were like mainstream. You like in the '90s, the only people that had computers were people with money. I didn't see a computer in my house until all I'm saying is I can remember when we had a PC in my house, and the first computer we got in my house was dial-up, and that was like in 2001. I was like a freshman, no, 2003 or 4. I was a freshman in high school, basically. Like, that was the first time I saw a computer in my house. And it wasn't used for gaming. It was strictly like, you cannot get on this unless you're doing homework or this or that. Like, there was no like, oh, you could play video games on this. Like, I didn't even know computers were used to play video games at that time. Like, I thought a computer was just like meant for typing papers and doing like work. Like, I grew up with consoles and gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really understand PC gaming until later. Like, basically talking to you about it and shit, and you explaining to me like why it's better and like and all of that. Like, I didn't know shit about PC gaming. What sealed the deal for me was when you told me that I could use a controller for a lot of games, and I was like, wait, what? And you were like, yeah, you don't have to use keyboard and mouse. Some games you say they will require you to use keyboard and mouse, but like, you're like, there's a lot of shit. And I was like, oh, that changes things. That changes everything. I'm just saying, like, that changed my perspective of PC PC gaming. When I learned that I could actually use a controller, that changed everything for me, because that was my main like reason why I was hesitant to do PC, was because I thought like it would be a learning curve for me and I would have to play keyboard and mouse on every game. And I was like, nah, I don't want to have to do that. But then you explained it to me and I was like, well, that changes everything. And I'm fine with playing some games on keyboard and mouse and taking my time to learn how to play them. You know what I'm saying? But like games that I already know how to play, I can just use my controller. Like, that's cool. I can rock with that.
Holy hell. Guess they weren't taking any chances. But you're inside the barricades. You should be able to make it the rest of the way on foot.
Yeah, but growing up playing video games is like you had to be on a couch next to somebody. It was a big thing where I'm from, especially in the 90s. It was huge. We did a lot of woods exploring. Didn't do any fishing though, because we didn't have like fishing knowledge or rods, or no one taught us that shit, so we didn't have that. At least not me. Maybe some of my other friends did, but I didn't learn shit about fishing until high school. The school I was at did like a fishing thing, and then I learned like about fishing, and I actually caught a fish. On my first time fishing, I actually caught some, which I was like really happy about. But yeah, going in the woods was normal.
So that we're not afraid of them.
We made clubhouses and groups in the wood. We'll spend time in bushes and shit. We had stick fights. Yeah, no, we definitely did a lot of outside playing. Like I said, tag, hide and seek. Yeah, we did all of that shit. But when video games, when it was time to come inside, yeah, we'd go over somebody's house, pull out the game system, and then we'll game, because we can't be outside no more. Unless you want to get your ass beat. You come in after them street lights come on, you getting toe up from the floor up. And I wasn't willing to risk my behind for that. So video gaming was like a morning and night thing, which is why we stayed up at night. And then it didn't help that fucking Adult Swim came out when I was a teenager. That just solidified me being up at night at that time. Like, I was going to bed at 3, 4 in the fucking morning to stay up and watch anime. Shit's ridiculous. I was trying to finish Yu Yu Hakusho, and they started airing it like at 3 or 2 in the morning, and then Case Close was also coming on at like 2 or 3 in the fucking morning. So I was trying to stay up to watch both shows, because I wanted to see like the progression of them, because I was really into both of those shows. I really like Case Close, and I really like Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, oh, and Inuyasha used to come on too, and I was trying to finish that as well. They had put the new episodes was coming on at like 2 or 3 in the morning. It was like all these anime started basically at 1 a.m. and they all had like new episodes at the time. And I was like, why the fuck did y'all do this to me? Like, what? But I remember Adult Swim is the reason why my mom stopped giving me a curfew. Because I explained it to her. Like, I was like, look, I will make sure I get up for school on time. She was like, well, if you don't wake up in time for school, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I was like, okay, deal. That was the agreement. So I was always up for school on time, but I was able to stay up as late as I wanted, and I could watch anime the way I wanted, and she was cool with it. Yeah, I was just watching anime from like 1 a.m. or 12:30 to like 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning. remember one time we was downhill biking in the woods, and I flew off my bike and scraped the whole side of my leg. That shit sucked. I ripped my pants and everything. Blood all over me. Dirt. Just the work. Then when I got home, it was like, my mom was like, "You bleeding on my carpet? Da, da, da." Just take your ass to the bathroom. Go in the bathroom. She takes out peroxide or alcohol, one of them, and just starts dumping it on my leg, bro. That was one of the most painful experiences in my life. I'll never forget that pain. I can still remember the stinging to this day. Oh. Yeah, I can remember that shit. That shit was painful. And everybody was laughing at my ass. Yeah, I just flew off my bike in front of everybody and fucking scraped the whole side of my leg and shit. Of course they were laughing. It was the 90s. You laughed when people hurt themselves. This was the norm. You ask if they okay. You make sure, you know, they overall okay. If they can get up and walk and shit. After you make sure they cool and they can walk and they okay, you laugh. Yeah. Yes, that was the culture. Hell yeah, it was. That's just like if somebody got kicked in their nuts or a ball hit somebody in the nuts. It was like, ooh, you cool? And then it's like, damn, and then it's funny. Bro, we used to watch, what was that show that used to come on TV? That was literally a show that used to come on TV that was dedicated to watching skaters bust they shit. Like, that was the whole show. The whole show was, watch these people bust they shit. You watch people snap arms, break legs, all types of shit. Shit was wild. This was a TV show. Like I said, the 90s was just a different fucking era, man. 90s is just a different era, man. Like, what was Fear Factor was on TV in the 90s. Never forget. Yeah. Me and my brother used to call my mom and be like, "Mom, turn on the TV. Turn on the TV. Go to this channel." And she'll go, and it'd be like some wild shit like these motherfuckers gotta get in a tub of scorpions or eat fucking brains of a monkey or something. It's just some crazy shit. Because we were just so shocked of what we were seeing. We like, "Mom, you have to see this shit." "I don't want to see that shit." But she couldn't look away. After she was watching, she would not change the channel. She's like, "Why did you tell me to watch this?" "Cause it's just that crazy. You have to see this shit." Like, Fear Factor was wild. I can't remember the name of the show where people used to bust their shit. I should look at the name of, but that shit was funny. It used to come on every day. No, Jackass is his own thing. That's something completely different. I'm talking about, this is just... That's cool. No, I'm talking about a TV show where it was like, instead of America's Funniest Home Videos, it was like, just people busting they shit. Yes! The whole show. Let me look it up real quick. I got time. Let me Google this shit. I gotta remember the name of this TV show. I streamed something probably. It was either early 2000s or 90s. I'm pretty sure it was 90s though, at some point. Scarred. That's what it was called. It was a reality show that documented the injuries sustained by skateboarders, rollerbladers, BMX bikers. It featured real life footage of stunts gone wrong. often resulting in broken bones and other serious episodes. One episode, Nowhere to Go But Down, featured a skater named Jad Magaziner who dislocated both ankles. In another White as Snow show, rollerblader named Carson Roger Grayson breaking his fingers. The show also included an episode called Scars Across the Pond where Martin Grove broke his ulna, and a walking corpse which featured Wade Vickers breaking his leg. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I used to watch because I was a skater. That's doubt like so skaters. Of course, we were watching that shit. Like, I'm a rollerblader. Yeah, it's a show about us busting our shit. I gotta see it. Of course. It's just the truth, though. Like, how could I not watch that as a kid? Like, I was heavy into rollerblading and biking downhill, and like Fox said, like really into being outdoors. Like, growing up as a kid in the '90s was a lot of outside shit. Like, you did a lot, climbing trees, building forts in woods, trying to build tree houses. Like, we did a lot of shit. Yeah, but even then, me and my cousin was just. But even then, me and my cousin was just talking about this. Even with the first Xbox and PlayStation, or whatever, we still were going outside. Me and my cousin would ride our bikes. I'm saying like we were into card games too, though. That's what I'm saying. So at the same time as video games, it's like, all right, we finna go to the card shop. Let's ride our bike to Chuck's. So we would go meet up and then ride our bikes to the card store. We still went outside. Yeah, we had card shops everywhere. You could ride your bike to the next town. There's a card shop in this town, card shop in this town, card shop in this town. See, where Chicago is, even if you grew up in the hood, we have something called the train system. The blue, like we have blue line, green line, red line, where you could ride trains all the way out to suburbs, all the way out back, and it's not overly expensive to take. Yeah, so we grew up. You could take your bike on the train as well. You could put your bike on the bus also, so you could take buses and trains. We actually utilize public transportation, so we would like do that, especially in high school. Oh yeah, that wasn't the case when we were kids. Yeah, no. Now high school students have to take out here. See, high school students use it to get to school, so they can't do that. I'm saying. Yes. It's not. Now the nice schools have buses for that, and they charge you. And if you don't pay for it, guess what? Your kid has to take the public. Yeah. They charge. You gotta pay for that shit. That's not free. At least here. I was in high school and I had to take. I'm telling you, my story. This ain't like some. I'm talking about old people. I'm saying when I was a kid, because I lived at Forest Park, I either had to walk.
Detected.
Yeah, I'm saying for me, I either had to walk to school or I had to take a bus to school, and I had to get a bus card. It was discounted. We had what you call student bus prices. So if you were a student, you paid less to take the bus. You know what I'm saying? If you showed them your student ID, because we had student high school, like, you know, student IDs or whatever.
That's what mothers do.
Yeah. Right, my bad. So yeah. Right. Out here, yeah, public schools, you usually, you know, have an ID. You show the bus driver your ID, you get a discounted bus price.
She was right, you know. Killing her won't end the outcasts. It might even make them more dangerous for a while. But without her to hold them together, they're gonna start to unravel. What a fucking waste.
Yeah, we had to take the train to school or in the bus to school. I remember that shit. That shit sucked. That shit was, yeah. That's what I mean. Different era, man. Like, out here, it was wild. We just had to do what we had to do. I'm already tired of playing this game.
Agent, we need you back in New York.
Division.
Cleaners in
Of
Brooklyn.
course.
We need reinforcements.
I'm just trying to power through my season, man.
Safe area entered.
It's just the XP is trash.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Even with the 5 times XP event that passed, I only got up to like level 70 in my season. And I did a lot of shit
We
with
need you to
the
secure a
DLC for
skyscraper.
Brooklyn.
This may take a while.
But since
Hope
it
you
wasn't
cleared your schedule.
priority
Agent,
objective
we got a
based,
distress
then
call from an
it didn't
Agent
matter.
Hoskins.
I didn't get a lot
Bell
of
is
XP
ready to
for
take
it.
you to Brooklyn.
That's what's trash about it.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
That's cool. I'll just get off this game in a little bit. Fuck it. I might try to get like 5 more levels, and I'll only need 15 more levels, and I'm cool. Or no, 25. I'll need 25 levels if I get to 75. Because where am I at right now? 70. I'm about to finish out 73.
Shade tech detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Hostile striker drone detected.
Like that, cabron?
Hostile incinerator
got a
turret
job for you,
detected.
Temp agency. That's you're talking about the temp agency. It's called a temp. Out here they're called temp agencies. They give you work. They take a certain percentage
got
of
all
your
right.
check. Agency. I've went to temp agencies before, but they drug test, so I couldn't do it. Yeah, I smoke way too much weed to work at a temp agency.
No sweat.
Oh, paying cash under the table. But then it would come down on everyone though that gets that though. It wouldn't just come down on immigrants. It would go across the board. Right, I'm saying small businesses that like give American people that, are, have a record or whatever cash under. I'm just saying it wouldn't just affect immigrants. It would affect everyone that, lives off of cash jobs. Like that's how they get by. Like that's what I'm saying.
Terminal in hostile control.
See, out here cash is king still. You can still find cash working out here. I know people that walk dogs and get paid cash. I'm talking about dog walking. You can find dog walking jobs. You can find all types of shit that pay cash. Like, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying I know people that do this. Is all I'm saying. I know that's how they pay their rent. Like literally, like they walk dogs and dog sit. Well, no, they do pay taxes on it because they filed it as a business. Yeah, they pay. But I'm saying
Destroyed.
it's still cash pay that they receive. They're not getting a check.
Malfunctioning.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying.
System restored.
See, I'm saying that it's gonna fuck over the people that, like, okay, how would you separate the ones that pay taxes for cash jobs like construction workers or like painters, laborers that do take cash work and they report it and they're honest about it and they pay their taxes? But how would you like filter that? I guess is what I'm saying. Like, how would you like? You're saying just go through, so you're saying they would just have to literally go through and just check and make sure that these people that are getting cash or get cash jobs are proper Americans paying taxes on it and they have like their social security and all that. That's what you're saying. Like a comb through.
Hostile slam turret detected.
Okay.
Hostile assault turret detected.
This shit is so controversial and I don't give a shit. It's on my stream. I don't see what I'm saying, Fox, about censorship and streaming. Like, I don't know if you realize this, but a lot of our conversations automatically, snowflakes are gonna be like, how dare you say that? It's like, man, go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, I just like to point that out to you, that like just basic conversations and basic viewpoints of things automatically offend people, and it's just stupid. It's stupid. Dude, I hate politics. Bro, I have people that are like, if you're a Trump supporter, don't talk to me, or this or that. And it's just like, I've seen that. It's like, yo, motherfuckers are allowed to have their own views and opinions, dog. See, I believe in freedom of speech, and I don't just say that. I actually believe in freedom of speech. I actually believe you have a right to your views. You have a right to your opinions. You have a right to state it. You have a right to go on a full spiel about it if you want. If you're a Trump supporter and you believe, I feel you have a right to love him, just as like enough people can talk shit about him. They have a right to voice their opinions as well. I'm not against anyone's freedom to speak. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to censor people. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's what I mean. People don't understand that you can feel conflicted about something and have a stance with it still. Like, it's just like me talking shit about Ubisoft, but I still play Division. It's like, yeah, I can do that. I can love this game because I put time, I paid money, I put like 5-6 years into this shit. So yes, I have like an affectionate, thing to this game. I have memories with people with this game. So there's like a lot of things about this game that are personal to me. But I can still say fuck Ubisoft. That doesn't change that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change how I feel about what they did and how they treated their... You're allowed to have a duality about something. That something is allowed to be duality. It's not always just black and white. Gray does exist. There's a gray area that does exist. It is real. Like, I don't understand why people don't get that.
System restored.
Dude, I already stated that I don't believe in that shit. So that
System reactivated.
We've lost one. Kill every subject. Ready to take them down. Take the pain.
So basically, they want to control you. They want to control people. That's some control shit.
Terminal accessed.
Like, yo, that's some weirdo shit. Why do you want to have domain over what? Why do you want to have domain over what I say and what comes out my mouth? Why do you want to censor me? Why do you want to censor real words that have definitions for a fucking like? Yep. Yeah, weirdos. Yep, weirdos. They're conditioned to be weirdos. I got you. Well, not just in America. It's actually been, that's kind of a worldwide. Yeah, like that's what a lot of people fail to realize in America. Like people in America, like they're like, you are oppressing us and da-da-da. I'm like, well, do you understand what would happen to you if you were in some other countries and you were trying to be that way? You would have been dead. What? You better be grateful you were in this country. Yeah, it may not be perfect. Yeah, there's still issues. Yeah, it's not all peachy. There's still bad shit that happens. Look, I'm melanated as a dark man in this country. I got brown skin and I face a lot of bullshit, but I'm still happy to be in this country versus another country. I'll say that openly. Hell yeah, I'm happy to be an American citizen and to be in this country, regardless of all the bullshit, regardless of all the oppression, regardless of all that. I would still rather be here than another country. Because I understand the difference between America and a lot of other countries. Like, yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'll keep, yeah, I'm sure. Unless I can get to, like, the Netherlands or some shit. Like, that might be one place I'm willing to move to. Like, the Netherlands is pretty nice because they have a they value home life, like, equally to work. They have an equal home life society.
Priority objective available, Agent.
I need to get. Alright.
Agent, we need you back in New York. Cleaners in Brooklyn. We need reinforcements.
Agent, we got a distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn. Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Entering safe area. Incoming backup request.
It's the gloves and the backpack, right?
You got no cover there. Oh, God! You're going nowhere! Great spot for a turret. They're moving on the flank! Pull out, now! Get away from her! No! Fuck you up! Come on! Gotta reload! I got you! Going to set up a turret. I'm gonna need a medic soon. I'm moving. Die! Right there! Stay right there. Reloading! What the hell? Do them! Can't see the target! Take that!
Surveillance en route. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Target's moving around us!
Sure.
Get the hell out of there!
Heavily armored hostiles detected.
You're not. Stand there and take it! Launch some cover! Need more shells! Through you, agent! We've lost one! Hit their flank! There! They're coming around the side! Put some home! No! Laying down cover fire! Come on already! Hey, much more of this! Ah, shit! Blow the damn thing to pieces! Die, motherfucker! I'm gonna need a new vest!
Detected. The control point in proximity. Supply room access unlocked.
Yes, Angie. Okay. What? Why are you getting upset? Yeah, baby. Okay.
Thanks for all your
I
help.
love you, baby. Okay. Relax. It's okay. All right.
Sweet. Secure the area.
Seems to be a cooler day.
We need reinforcements.
I'm gonna go help my wife with the car real quick. I'm gonna stop the stream and come back and I'll restart it.